And thanking each and every one of you this morning for being here. And I'd especially like to thank People's Bank for underwriting this event. Armando Congalva, Al, thank you. President of Southern Connecticut wasn't able to join us, but Al Palazzi and his team is here to join us, and we thank you for underwriting this very important event. So as you know, we are releasing the 2016 Valley Community Index. But what you may not know is that this is actually part of an initiative that was started over 2.5 years ago. The initiative has included multi-level data research, a baseline report that many of you have seen, the Valley Now, a 2015 snapshot, the Community Wellbeing Survey, which surveyed over 1,050 individuals here in the Valley. And now this 2016 Community Index, Understanding the Valley Region. This report will also serve to fulfill Griffin Hospital's Community Health Needs Assessment. And so it was with great partnership that we joined together on this task. It's taken the support of many to get where we are today. People and organizations that know the importance of data and what it can mean if it's used by the community. I'd first like to recognize my VCF board and, thank them for putting this into motion. It was a very important resource for our foundation to be able to use and see it as a very important resource for our community. And I'd like to also recognize all the funders who joined VCF with their financial support. Griffin Hospital, the Catherine Matthews Foundation, the Bassett Family Fund, the Valley United Way, and Liberty Bank. Without their financial support, we wouldn't have this valuable tool for our communities today. So many of you do know about the Valley Community Foundation, so if you are not aware fully of the Community Foundation, please visit our website. Please take a look at the materials in the back. We want to move on to getting the data out to you right now, so please do that for us. Okay, I think I need to move, right, John? Okay. So these are our funders. I'm sorry, I forgot to pick up my clicker, John. John's supposed to be coughing over there when I don't do the clicker. Okay. So the Valley has a very rich tradition of collecting and analyzing data on the economy, on health, and on the quality of life of the Valley region. It also has an incredible and very unique tradition of working together to find solutions to issues that can make a difference in the Valley. On the screen, you'll see a number of organizations that have been working together from the very beginning on this information gathering. We call this group the Valley Community Index Advisory Committee. They have worked on this initiative, as I say, from the very beginning, reviewing the data, reviewing the graphics, sharing their expertise of the most important information that they think should be included in this index. Other members of the esteemed committee are Laura Downs. Where's Laura? I saw you there. She is right in the middle. Who was our project leader who helped discern, decipher, and facilitate all our committee meetings. And Mark Abraham, who's down here in the front, and Mary Buchanan of Data Haven, who are the data miners and were the lead authors of this index. They also conducted the 2015 Connecticut Community Wellbeing Survey, which I will talk about in a minute, but which we participated in. These members, I would like to ask these members to stand and be recognized for all the hard work that you've done for this past couple of years. Stand up. Okay, I know there's more than Ian. Thank you. And I will say that my panel up here is also part of that committee, but it's easier for them just to know that they're there. So, the format for this morning's program will be a panel discussion with the 6 community leaders representing each of the primary categories in the report. Taking a cue from the presidential debate, I have already prepared and shared questions with each of them. They know there are only 5 to 7 minutes to answer for their portion. Not each question, guys, your whole portion, okay? They have a perfect view of the clock in the back. I have a clock up here. My goal is that this formal presentation will wrap up with enough time to have the opportunity for you to ask questions of our panelists. In fact, that might be actually a very important part of this whole, the event this morning. So as they're speaking, if you have any questions, please write those questions down so that we can ask all the questions at one time. We don't want to interrupt as they go through their questions. On the panel, as you can see, we have Pat Charmel, the CEO of Griffin Hospital, who will talk about community health. David Morgan, the CEO of Team Inc., focusing on prenatal to age 5 for us this morning. Chris Cloette, who's the superintendent of Shelton Schools, who will focus mostly on the K through 12. Bill Purcell, president of the Greater Valley Chamber of Commerce, to share on the economic opportunity in the Valley. And at the end of our age continuum, we have Susan Riley, who is going to be speaking on the elderly services in the Valley. And then Jack Walsh, who will share the overall community life here in the Valley. So I want to thank you all for being here. And at the end of the panel discussion, when we move into Q&A, I'm going to ask Mark Abraham to join the panel to answer questions that you may have on the Community Wellbeing Survey and on the demographic, anything basically, data, you can ask Mark. So with that, let's get started.